Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm just going to do an ATC card. Just going to play around. I get asked to do these a lot, so I'm just going to sit and kind of do maybe a big haired girl because I haven't done one in a while. And so I'm going to use up, I have some more of my watercolor paint that's been kind of sitting here. Some of it dried out. So I'm going to use what I still have that is a little still wet, and I will use let's see, maybe I'll do these colors in a little bit blue. We'll see if it comes back to life. But for now, I'm going to go in with my green color, which is Granny Smith. And I'm wiping it all around. And this is a few days later, and it's still, you know, some of it's still wet. That had a little more than the rest. We'll see how that comes out. Regardless, I'm going to sit and do some background here. I think what I'm going to do is I have, all this is cardstock. So I think I'm going to just kind of throw this down and it'll be a base for whatever I want to use it for. You can see I measured my paper. Ooh, got a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to wash that. I'm going to take my heat gun and give it a quick blow. Now remember, these are the Martha Stewart acrylic watercolors, which means they work like a watercolor. They dry like acrylic, so they become permanent. Now you can see my paper is bending a little bit because it's wet. Once it dries all the way, it'll stop. It won't bend as much. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but you see the detail? I love the big brush. All right, you know what I am going to do is take that dang autofocus off. Thank you. Okay, so let me see if I can get some of this out, or if it is 3 days dry. Looks like it could be 3 days dry, but I'm going to see. If not, I'll put a little bit more. Oh, okay, it's not. It's coming a little bit. Not as opaque as I would like it, but we'll see. Like I said, it's been 3 days. It's been sitting here, and the fact that I could throw some water in there and get some more of that paint out just for an ATC card. Oh my God, there's a bug in here. All right, let me try the light blue. See if anything comes out. A little bit, not too much, but it's all right for me. Okay, all right. I think today we're gonna go see the Jackie Chan movie with Emily and her boyfriend. So that's exciting. I like spending time with them, even though going to the movies isn't really like spending time, you know, because you're not really talking, but you know. All right, I'm going to take some of this dark blue. See if we get any of this out. I love this brush. I don't want to use it too much as I don't want to ruin it, but I love it. So I really want this around the outside. And not too much came up. I think I'm going to dab it. A little bit. Let's see. Okay. Put that there. And then I'm going to, of course, just dry it again. When these dry, they become permanent, so they won't reactivate. Hello. So I want, I want it mostly dry. But it depends on, if you don't have a heat gun, you don't have a hair dryer, of course you can sit and leave it dry for 5 minutes. It'll be absolutely fine. So, no worries. You don't have to, like I always say, put on a favorite video of yours. Pick one of mine if you've not seen it. Go through my channel or somebody else's. Now, you can go on YouTube on whoever's page you want to, And if you go above, you know, you go on their main YouTube page, above you'll see a search. If you click there and search something, it'll search just that channel that you're looking at. So you can find, you know, maybe you want to look at more ATCs, or maybe, you know, you want to look at something else. I just found my white paint here. I'm going to squirt it and see if we get anything from it. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of draw a face on here. And I think I'm either going to do half this way. Maybe I'll do half. Let me see. Let me do, let me see. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to put an eye here. And then another, and I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of going in, and I'm going to go down a bit and make that, and then I'm going to go down a bit, kind of make that, kind of like teardrops. You can see they really don't match. I may have to move my camera down just the littlest bit because the other camera I had up didn't take, you know, couldn't, I had to move it like further up so you could see, and this one's kind of, I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm just trying so hard. And then I think I'm gonna, the illusion of the nose going down, but not really. I'll do an eyebrows. Okay, and then let's do the eyes. Let's see. Just gonna do the circle. Gonna make them big. I'm not going for realism here. I'm just going to play. Having some fun. So you can see, just put the eyes in there. Not a big deal. So now I'll do the head. Kind of like that. Like I said, everything's fixable, you know. And you know, I'm a little wet over here on the paper, so when I use my pencil, it kind of pulls at the paper a little bit because it's just cardstock. Obviously, it's not watercolor or mixed media, but you know, don't get hung up on that. It's fine. Okay, now I want to go for the middle of the eye, and then I'm going to kind of go in with an eyelid. I like that. I'm going to just go in and just real quick erase those lines in there. And then her hair, I'm going to have kind of going up that way, I think. And then I want it to be like a bun kind of thing, but I want her hair to be a little crazy. I don't know. Are you going to go down here? And this is just lines. These aren't exactly, you know, I'm just kind of, I think I want this more of a circle. So I want that to be hair as well. So let's start painting and see what we get. What color do I want to do? What color? You know what? I think I might use this dark navy from Martha Stewart watercolor. Yeah. I think that's what, and I think I'm going to use it straight. That's how crazy I am today. Because it's just very dark. So I'm just going. But you can, of course, water it down. Which I might stick. I have this. There's not much water in here left because I took it out. But I'll put a little water in there and kind of dab it. Do a little dab for Angie. And I'll lay this in and do highlights or something. What kind of hair do I want to do? I'm doing this, but I have the idea in my head that if this doesn't work out, I'm just doing the whole background, her hair. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Just a tap of that. Okay, I gotta give her curly hair because that's what I have. Looks like she has a snow cap on, so that's not working in my favor. Do we have any of this blue left? What about this light blue? Nope, they dried. Some white. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going in all the way. I'm going in all the way. I'm telling you. Probably going to have to go in with a full, like a regular color because it is my other paintbrush. And I'm just painting right over that blue. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this down to frame her face. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to wet this brush. I'm going to take the smaller one, and I just have water on it, and I'm going to kind of give it waves right here. And you're going to see what I'm going to do. Clean it again. Okay. I'm going to give it some shape here. A little bit of curve. And that's just how you do it. You know, you take some paper towel or your art, you know, your art towel, whatever you use. And I'm just going to go in, and right now I'm just going to pick up that water. You see how we kind of got the hair? Not as puffy as I want it, but we'll see. But I got, you know, the bulk of it. And I can go back with my thing and do it again. But I'm not. I'm kind of okay with that because I can just go in the background and paint. See, some of it wasn't dry. And just paint more, you know. So now I'll go back in with the watercolor and carve it out. Make it as wide as I want it. I still want it down here. Let me turn it this way. And the same over here. So before your paint dries, that's why I love acrylic. And these work just, the watercolors do the same. Before they're dry, you just go in and erase, you know, what you want to erase. Okay. I think I'm going to add waves right there. Okay. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. All right. So now I'm going to do some of the eyes and the skin tone. Kind of like the skin tone, that color though. But let's throw some skin tone on it from Full Card. you definitely could do the face first. Nobody says you have to do the hair first. It's all in what you want to do. And I'm just going to paint over, kind of digging that light green background, but could have been more of a Halloween theme. And some of it still might come in. You don't, come through. It doesn't matter. Now look, I accidentally touched the blue, so I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to dab my brush. And then I'm going to go back in. Dab it off. Wet it again. And then go in with my rag. Things happen. What are you going to do? But see? Now we have it's off. Rinse my brush one more time. And then I can go over. Now, I should have probably dried the blue before I went in so close, but why? Because it can be cleaned up so easily. See, now look, because it's a thinner paper and my finger was wet, it lifted that up. So I'm just going to go push it back down with some paint. Not a big deal. Should I have dried this? Probably. That's all right. I'm not going for perfection. I'm just having fun painting. Okay. That is that part. That's all I'm going to do. But I'm going to dry it, but I think... And you can definitely do a bigger version. I'm going to dry the whole thing real quick. But you can definitely do a bigger version in your art journal too. Or a painting. I love doing the half faces and I love doing, it's mixed media. What are you going to do? So I'm going to take a marker. Where's your marker, Kelly? Let's see if this will work. And you want a permanent. You want like a Sharpie, a Bic, a Faber-Castell. What's the other one called? What's this? A Pigma, Sakura. I mean, there's, whatever you have that's permanent. Or use black paint. That's up to you. And this is just a very easy trace of the eye. You can see it's a little still wet. I'm going to go in and put that eyelid in. Put the eyelid in there. I can still see some of my lines underneath, so that's all I'm following. Gonna lay in my eyes, my nose, some eyebrows. And then every time you use a marker with your acrylic paint, take it on a paper towel, your finger, whatever, and wipe it on the sides and on the top so the acrylic doesn't dry on there and ruin your marker, which I've done several times. And then I'm going to take some, sticking with the green theme, to give her a little bit of eyeshadow. So it sticks out a little bit. And then do that the same. Wipe it with your pen and your paper. And I think for her color eyes, I'm going to go in with some purple. Again, you can use paint, colored pencils, whatever you have, watercolor. acrylic, gelatos, whatever you have. And you see just very okay, I'm going to dry it. And then I'm going to take some some black paint. I'm going to turn my paintbrush upside down and dab it in there, and then dab it in the middle. I'm going to dab off right there though. Let's see. Yep, just like that. Then I'll wipe that off because I'll end up with that all over me. Always think outside the box. Always think like, oh, what else could I use this for? What else can I do? That kind of thing. What I do, there's a little bit of this like glue in there. I don't want that. I'm going to dry this. What can I do in the hair? What can I put in there? Alright, I have this stamp. I wonder. Let's see, I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to add some water. And I'm going to dab it on here. It's going to be too watery. Okay. Alright, that's not going to work like I want it to, so I'm going to have to go in with some more of the green. A little bit more of the green. And I'm just going to pour it on there, I think, because the water is on there. Come on. Alright, now run it. There we go. So I want it to obviously cover the texture on here so it stamps on there. And I'm going to turn this over and hold it, and I'm going to like just dab it. And then let me see. A little bit more. So she has like some, you know, some texture in her hair. It doesn't matter if it goes on the outside. She's to have fun. I just want the majority of it dry, especially on the outside, because I'm going to trace in. You see how good, you don't have to do a whole face, you just kind of do a little face. I think I'm going to take, here's my dabber, I couldn't find my dabber. I think I'm going to take, where is it? Oh, damn no. Okay, I think I'm going to take you and you. I'm going to take my black, now you can use a marker as well. And I'm going to like kind of sketchy draw the outside. Even around her face. And then I'm going to take my white gel pen. Now this is a Uniball Signa, right? Signo? But you can use white paint. You can use whatever, you know, gel pen you have. I'm just going to kind of go in and just a little bit, just to add some squiggles. And if it's too dark, I like just to, I'll go with my finger over it just to take off some of it if I find it too bright or too dark, but I'm okay with that. And the eyes, I'm going to have the highlight this way. And wipe it off in case any acrylic's on there. And then I'm going to do some eyelashes with this extra small. I'm practicing them, but not worried about them on here too much. But I do want to line, I'm going to go with this brown, her eye a little bit more here, because it's just not showing as dark as I want it. Same with this, because I kind of want to, not graphic, but just so it shows. And that is that. That's all I'm going to do. And like I said, it's just playing. And, you know, if you don't like something, go back. I can go back and take some more blue. Yeah, see, it's starting to come to life. And I can go in, if I find that green too much, and just dab it with some more of the paint just to push it back a little bit. It's a little too watery, but you get my point. So that's what I would do if I didn't like, you know, what was going on. And you can still see some of that watercolor on the end. So, and it's just plain. It's not a big deal. It's just an ATC card, playing around. You know, you can write words in your hair. You can do whatever you want. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please give me a thumbs up so I know, you know, or thumbs down, whatever you want. Because I like knowing what you guys like to see. Please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I can't remember if I just said that. Progress, not perfection. If you do this, please tag me. All my social media is down below. And please share me everywhere. I appreciate it. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.